And I am live from Bali, Indonesia. And thank you so much for being here. Welcome to 100 Days Live Podcast with me, Sonia from Live Podcast Media. And yes, we already talked about so many things in the last 12 days, right? And mostly we focus on uh, content creation because on this 100 days live podcast we try to empower content creators to create their contents with goals, right? And then of course to reach their goals, not only create content that is way that wastes our time, money and energy, but also to create content that can build our empire in live streaming and podcasting. And of course those are the ones that support our brand and help our brand to thrive. And thank you so much for staying with me all of these days on 100 Days Live podcast. And because of our sponsors, I am here to be with you. And they are our biggest supporters. They do not only sponsor me, but also, of course, sponsor Live Podcast Media. So again, welcome to 100 Days Live podcast. And today we are going to talk about creating the powerful portfolio as a content creator, right? And do we need it, or we don't need to build our portfolio? Then we can find out in a minute. And then thank you so much for all of the sponsors, Ecam Network, and then also Blueberry, Expert in You, Piece of Cake Voiceovers and Vocals, and then Bioscience Bridge. So all of the people who have been supporting me also on 100 days. And yeah, I feel very honored and then also very blessed to be surrounded by amazing people in our industry, especially live streaming, right? And then of course I'm using Ecamm for my live streaming right now. And then of thanks again for Katie Fox, and then also Todd Cochran, Ant Garden, and then also of course Jodie Krangle. It was a really great to be with her yesterday on our interview. And then Mark Stinson, and as well as Rob Greenlee, who has been supporting me as my mentor also. And he has been uh, supporting all of my events and also all of my programs in 100 Days Live podcast, and then also our upcoming book, and then not to forget Live Podcast Insider and Live Podcast Awards. So many things that he has been supporting. And why creating a portfolio is important for us as a content creator. At that time, I didn't think that I would like to do it, building that serious steps to have the portfolio or something like that. But then I'm thinking about the long term of my live streaming and my journey in live streaming. It wasn't easy to start for me, so I need to do this so that it will not only a waste of work for me, and then also a waste of work for my brand, right? So this is why I would like to have my portfolio. And we have already talked about our signature message, and then our signature story, and then how to build the content from our brand story. And then this is the time for you to create your portfolio as well. So why portfolio is a must, especially for us as a content creator? I'm thinking about this is not only something that okay we put it everywhere on the social media, and then to show up on the social media without any goals or without any purpose. And in the long term it will be not good for us because the people will see that it seems that we have no directions to do what we are doing, right? And then for ourselves there will be like a question for ourselves and a kind of self-talk, whether why am I doing this, is it worthy to continue to go live streaming and podcasting, and then what those hard work brings for us, something like that, right? So it can happen to any content creators including me. And then because right now I already have my offline business that I need to take care of also. So well, the main thing I would like to build my online business also in the long term, right? So this is why I'm here also. I would like to have the content creators, entrepreneurs, influencers, professionals, especially the introvert ones, to put their media branding with live streaming, of course, because I experience in live streaming. So again, why it is a must to build our portfolio as a content creator? This is like, even though we create the high quality live streaming and podcasting content, and then also we have the brand storytelling that we have already learned before. So we need to ask if it is aligned with our brand message or not. And then also it's like, what am I doing if I do this, and if I do that, what it will be the result for me, what are the outcomes that we can get, and what are the impacts that we can give to our audience and our potential niches and clients, right? So for me it is about not only creating the credibility so that the people will know us and trust us. It is all when, especially when nobody knows us yet, nobody knew me before, and I didn't build my portfolio. And it was really really a big mistake that I made when I started live streaming. So I hope that you don't make the same mistake as I had or I made. So this is why, if I knew it earlier, I would build it. Really, it was because I am surrounded by amazing people, amazing experts in live streaming and podcasting industry, and then they support me on my journey also to do the live streaming. And then at that time I was still on the coaching industry, and then it was really really a big awaken oh highlight, not awaken. Yeah, this is my highlight in my hard work, to go live streaming. So I would like to put it in the, what is it, in the moment that I had my best live stream moments with my amazing guest speakers, my sponsor, something like that. It wasn't really easy at all, especially as an introvert, and then also living in the very very crowded city, right? 24 hours sounds and voices and noises are everywhere. So this is also to show people that they will see us like we know what we are doing, and this is not the wrong step. We are on the right track to build our brand with live streaming and podcasting and something like that. And then realizing or not, and then realizing or not, it will attract the opportunities. We thought we chase the opportunities. There are so many uh, things that I learned from our guest expert speakers also. So let's say I am a small business owner, right? And then, of course, it wasn't easy to build my portfolio when nobody knew me at that time. And because I was an introvert, it was really difficult for me to be in front of camera because I had I fears in front of the camera. Now it's much more better, right? And that's why because of my sponsors are amazing people. They are the leaders in their industry, and they support me to build a video, to create the videos for me, you know it is not only to boost my performance because I am an introvert, and they are actually already very famous, and then they are everywhere on the social media, and of course they are the great people in their industries. I mean, not only as a thought leaders, but people connect with them easily, right? They are not the ones who are so proud or so stingy to share their knowledge or their experiences and tips and tricks to be visible, not only to be visible but also to help other people in our live streaming and podcasting. So I asked them to create the videos for me that they are supporting and participate in my virtual event. So that's why I am very proud of them, and I am blessed that they would like to do that for me, especially because I'm an introvert. It doesn't only boost my content, but also to help me to promote them, right, with their own videos. And because they are the brands ambassadors, not only the ambassador but also the owners of their brand. They are the brands actually. They are the public figure of their brand. So it really helped me to have people to start to know me even though I wasn't in front of the camera. So it is their video that really helped me until today with the sponsorship and everything, right? That's how I started to build my portfolio. So and because I have a website, I can use that also for my portfolio. And of course, you can choose your platform, especially your website. It will be great if you have your portfolio there so that people will know about your work and then your clients and then the people who support you. And then for me, it is an honor to have them on my live streaming events, right? And then this is why I get the opportunities to have more sponsors and then more quality expert speakers because they recommend me to other people, and then they introduce me to other people who I need on my 100 days live podcast, for example. And then that's why if you are not on 100 days live podcast, please register. It doesn't matter if you like to be a sponsor or guest expert speaker, or you like to connect with other experts on their top what is it, sorry, on our top list on 100 days, and you are welcome really. And thank you so much for all of the likes also on my live streaming. It gives me a warm message, right, that to keep me going, that's uh it shows me that I'm also doing the right thing. So this is not from myself thinking, am I doing the right thing? Will it be great for the long term? Will the outcome uh, good for my brand or great for my brand? Something like that. So that's why your support with comments and then love and likes on my social media support me a lot also. Thank you. It is like a boost of spirit, so it's like a vitamin C for me to go live streaming. And then if you are a new brand, for example, then the people do not know you, just like the people didn't know me before, then portfolio will be a kind of example for your branding, right? And then you can also repurpose your content for that, and it will show that it is not only on the live stream, but you can do the blog and then the everything. But for me to repurpose my content is also for my book, so I would like to put the review of my interviews, my best interviews with the best guest expert speakers on my book, and that is a kind of portfolio for me also. You can uh, create the portfolio in many other forms, right? It's not only on the website or short video or about me, no, not like that. You can do everything you want to. And then I can see my growth also from my portfolio that I built, right? By the time I feel that, oh, this is what I should do next, from those kind of record that I create. So yeah, I can see that I grow from my portfolio in live streaming. And yeah, the same with you, you can see the growth of your brand or your business also from your portfolio. It will help you a lot also, right? uh, for example, like the portfolio that I built is about me and my brand, of course, about live podcast media, and then who I want to help, and then the people paying for it also in creating their signature series. For example, to go live streaming for me was a struggle, so I would like to make it as an example. If I can do it, then you can do it too, of course, with the purpose and the goals, right? And it can be your case study also for your brand. For me, because I am in the media branding, so of course I use my struggle and also my steps and also what I reach from live streaming as a showcase or the case study, right? And then yeah, the testimonial and personal statement, I have it a lot from our expert speakers, even though they are not my client, but they help me to define my direction in live streaming. What would I do next, something like that. And of course, I encourage you, and also not only encourage you, to assure you, I want to assure you that live streaming is a way of your branding, a way to create your market, and also, or to a way to create or to find and then to meet your personal, or not only personal. Sometimes we really need to create our personal niches if we do not know many niches that are uh, potentials for our business, right? So yeah, that's why we can reach our niches from our live streaming. So the steps to build the portfolio, as I mentioned, that I asked the speakers, the I mean the guest speakers, to create the videos that they would like to speak on our virtual event. And then also I asked the sponsors to create videos that they are proudly sponsor me and live podcast media, and why they sponsor me or and live podcast media, of course. So actually, it doesn't need big followers to get the right sponsor for us, right? Because they know our dream, they know our goals, and we are the users, right? So to not feel discouraged if you don't have big followers or nobody knows you on social media yet, then you can do this step by step. So as a creator, the steps that I take to build my portfolio is that one. The first is to create the videos that also perform our sponsors and guest speakers, right? And of course, the copywriting for the post on our social media on Facebook, Instagram, and also LinkedIn and also other platform. You can choose the right platform for you. You don't need to be everywhere, but it is good to be everywhere, right? I try my best also, but I'm not in everywhere. I'm not on the TikTok either. So even though TikTok is really great, but in here it's totally different for the TikTok. That's why I'm not there yet. And then also the videos that my sponsors create for me help me to build my portfolio. That is the other step also. And then also of course you can feature your interviews, right? It features your guest expert speakers, for example, or if you are a solo host, and then you can feature your topics, right? And then this is like the media branding strategy that I built, right? After building the frameworks that I want to in live streaming industry. And then of course you can always ask AI for the help to what is it, to draft it, what you should do with your portfolio, how you compose it, something like that. And then yeah, I already mentioned about the case study that I have. And then you can as I mentioned, to repurpose my live stream into a book, but you can do the different platform to do that also, right? And then next you can build it even though without the clients, because I do the same thing. I change my industry not only on coaching and consulting, but I would like to have with live streaming, to show what I can do for other content creators with live streaming to build their business and their brand and reach their target or goals in business and live streaming, right? So this is why it is really important for you to build your portfolio, especially you have already your brand story, you have already uh, your brand message, and then you just need to compose your portfolio after that. And again, do not forget to make it align with your brand message and brand story, because the portfolio, if it is totally different than your brand message and your brand story, it will not give the most impact or the maximum what is it results of your portfolio, right? So those are the steps that I take to build a portfolio as a creator. And for me, this is a very powerful portfolio that I've been building, and step by step, day by day, it helps me to show my direction in live streaming industry. And here I am to be with you on 100 Days Live podcast. And you see, when my voice started to disappear, then it means that I have to go and have some rest, a little rest before working again in the morning to do my daily activities at work. And I would like to thank our sponsor once more, Expert in You, Ann Carden, and then also Piece of Cake Voiceover and Vocals, Jody Krangle, Bioscience Bridge Mark Stinson, and Todd Green from Blueberry for my podcast, right? And especially also Katie Fox from Ecamm Network. Because of her, I can use Ecamm for my live streaming platform, and I loved it. Even though, yeah, I still make a lot of mistakes on my live streaming, but yeah, sometimes it is good to make mistake. Now I realize that, because by creating mistake that, I mean, not the what is it, not purposeful mistake, it's like accidentally, but I'm doing that, right? I make a lot of mistakes also in my live streaming, but it builds me to be better in live streaming. And then of course, for you also to reach me out easily through live streaming, right? And then you can also message me on my messenger on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and also you can email me also on sonia at livepodcastmedia.com. And you can also visit my website livepodcastmedia.com to find out what event that you can join us and then also to participate, take a role. And I still need a lot of your support. And so much love from me to you. And then I will see you again tomorrow. And I love you all. And I'll see you. Bye bye.